questions about how to develop your intuitive muscle, and I know that card readings are one of my clients and just in general our and our community's favorite ways to connect with their intuitive muscle, get some messages from your own intuition, from your guides, from anyone who's there to help you. So I want you to follow along, pull out your own deck, and let's do a reading together. So this deck is mine, so I don't have to cleanse it for anyone else's energy, but if you did have to do that, you would just tap a couple times on the top of the deck and expel any energy that is not for you, not for this reading, not of your own, etc. So since these cards are mine, they have my energy on them. I was the last person to read quite a few times on them, so I'm just gonna let them be. I also like to touch each individual card and say my name, so getting acquainted with them, telling them that I'm here, telling them what my energy is like today, because they're getting all of these unconscious messages from me as I'm laying a hand or a finger or some part of my hand on each of them. So really connecting with your cards, telling them hello, allowing them to kind of get the lay of the land for today and figure out how you're doing, what you feel like energetically, where you're at, etc. So I like to do my first name and my middle name because that's typically what I go by and what my cards know me as, but you can say your full name, you could say just your first name, you could say your first and last name, first, middle, and last. If you go by a different name, you could totally use a nickname or a spiritual name, whatever works for you. So after I've said hello to them, I just start shuffling, and then I'm going to want to think about the question that I have while I'm shuffling the cards, so I can really like imbue the energy of my question into my card deck. So my question for today, I am coming to the close of November. Well, we all are coming to the close of November. And so I want to connect with my cards about any guidance that I need for my business, for this community, for the end of this month before I start really diving into December. December is my birth month, so I'm super excited about that, but I definitely want to make sure that I'm staying present, really staying connected to the end of November before it's passed. So I am asking the cards, what is something that I need to see or hear, or a message that I need to get for the end of November to make sure that I close out this month strong. I allow the things that need to come through me, and I allow everyone who's a part of my community to hear what they need to hear, communicate the messages that are important, and really help, you know, connect people with their intuition, develop their connection to their divine feminine, and up-level their lives. So once I'm done shuffling and I feel I'm at a good point with that, there are a couple different ways that you can do this. You can fan the cards out and pull one that sticks out to you. What I really like to do is cut the deck and then pull from that space. So let me show you guys which one that is. So balance, Yemana. So when I pull that card, I really want to spend a little bit of time looking at the card itself before I go into the guidebook. So I really want to see what I am noticing in the card. So specifically, I'm really noticing, of course, the water theme. I'm also noticing as she's holding her dress, I really saw those as like energy points from her hands. So I'm really interested in that as a giving instead of it being part of her clothes. That really stood out to me. And then the colors in general are really standing out to me. Also the fact that her left foot is forward. That's definitely something to point out for me when I'm speaking to balance. So then I go into my guidebook and I look up the card in particular. Let's see how long it takes me to find this one. Tiny, tiny, tiny little books. All right. Yemana, the Santeria goddess of the ocean, is often called upon to provide rain, water that brings forth life and nurtures the earth. Like the waters of the womb, she symbolizes the divine balance between heaven and earth. Meanings: experiencing or seeking a deep sense of harmony and union. Integration, moderation, balance between the spiritual, symbolized by water, and the physical, symbolized by earth or sand. Since I did pull that reversed and showed it to you first before myself, I'm going to read the reversed as well. Imbalance, inability to find peace within or with others. Lack of moderation. So then after I have read what's in the book, I really want to connect that for my own life. And I think that is the most important part. Yes, the message that you're getting from the guidebook, yes, the pictures that are standing out to you are extremely important, but you want to take the time to connect it yourself. Allow your intuition to open up. Allow yourself to start speaking or writing down or mentally connecting with the card so that you can really flex that intuitive muscle. So for me, seeing those two energy points coming from her hands was really important to me. I saw that before I realized that it was her outfit. So I really want to make sense of that for myself and for balance with the end of November. So as I start to think about that, the energy from two hands typically represents receiving in your non-dominant and giving in your dominant. So I do see that her left foot is forward, and the amount of material that she has in that left hand is a little bit stronger or larger or bigger than the amount that she has in her right hand. So I think what that's calling to me and speaking to me specifically is that my non-dominant, my receiving hand, really needs to be the focal point to help call balance to my November. So really allowing people to support me, allowing people to love me and take care of me, receiving in general, asking so that I can receive, showing up for both my partners, my friends, other people in this community, and allowing people to give to me. Only through receiving can I develop my giving and my gifts. If I'm just giving and giving and giving, I'm not able to replenish my own cup to then have more to give. So I am really feeling a strong call to receive and to be open to receiving and just up-leveling that vibration around receiving, being very willing, very forthcoming with what I need, and really creating through my conscious creation a ton of opportunities to receive in this last week or so. Other things that I'm getting, a lot of nature. So this is so much nature when you're looking at it. Really, besides her and her attire, everything else is nature. And I think for myself, in my own balance, especially with it starting to snow in Chicago, I am definitely not getting a balance from nature. I'm spending most of my time inside four walls, inside buildings, inside concrete, inside brick, and I need to reconnect with nature. Thankfully, I am headed out to Sedona this weekend to celebrate my birthday as we move into December. So this card has really said to me that during this time, as I prepare for this trip, I need to receive, I need to be open, and I need to focus on nature and call balance back into my existence. I'm breathing that into my energetic space, into my physical space. I thank you for being here with me and flexing your intuitive muscles. I hope that you take this information and read your cards and allow your intuitive muscle to flex. If you ever have any questions on how to do a reading, how to get your card set up, what card deck you want, or once you've pulled a card and started to analyze it, if you need help connecting the dots, please, please, please allow me to be a resource for you. Reach out to me, connect with me. I'd love to hear your readings. I'd love to see the growth in your intuitive muscle. So definitely connect on that. And I look forward to bringing you more reading videos soon. If you are interested in working with me and with Hour and R, we currently have 2 coaching spots open for November, December. So I would love to speak with you, answer any questions that you have, and tell you all about my signature 90-day program. There is a link in my Instagram bio to book a free discovery call. You can get on Zoom with me. We can chat about what's going on, what you're interested in, how you want to develop your intuitive muscle, how you need to deeply embody, how to connect with your divine feminine, any issues, roadblocks, limiting beliefs, any mindset stuff you need to work on. And then in general, general, how to up-level your life, how to get more happiness, how to achieve more of your desires through ease and grace instead of hustle, how to move into your flow state. So if you are interested in a spiritual coach, if you are interested in up-leveling, let's chat. I'd love to hear all about your journey and where you'd like to go, and I'd love to speed up that process for you, allow you more ease and grace, and just facilitate deep practice, massive growth, and huge shifts. Thank you so much.